Hi everyone, Mina here. 6th of October, Monday, 2024. Just got back from a walk in the woods. Came out onto the field behind our house. You can see the house back there with the famous colored tree. Um, so today I am continuing my journey of exploration towards stepping more and more into alignment with my spirit, my unique path, and um, choosing new ways of being and doing that are not driven by all the conditioning that I've gathered along the way. So I'm practicing breaking my habits and my routines and doing things differently, and practicing connecting with my intuition, and especially through grounding more into my body and trying to tune into the finer sensations that my body feels. And so I went into the forest. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk really slow and I'm gonna follow my guidance in which direction I go. And I'm not going to go with any specific objectives. I'm just going to go play and explore and see what comes. So I did bring my basket and found quite a big quantity of amanitas. That was my game today, asking my guidance and then the fairies of the forest to help me find them. And I would just so I learned today on my course on stepping into my glorious life, into my miraculous life, the um, the kind of importance of being really clear on what I'm asking of my spirit, of my guidance, of my guides, and I was really, because I've realized for a long time, this being the kind of person who is very open to energies, sensitive, and picks up on like all these stories and energies from around, and has and I've had this coping mechanism of like kind of adjusting and adapting to these other people's or to the stories and advice that comes from all around. So I've always been trying to like fit in and do it right, and I was really reminded, or I was told that we each have a choice. Each day we are different. We're not the same as we were yesterday or like whenever. And each day is unique. And in each unique day, we have different needs. And it's important to kind of really respect and acknowledge that. Uh, so to ask for guidance for that which I need in the moment, or that which I want to to feel or create or whatever, but to get really clear that it's like mine and not something else. And I noticed, I had this insight yesterday that I have many different hats. I have I have yeah, lots of hats with different like personalities, and like, there's the inner masculine, the inner feminine, and the inner child, and it's like the needs are different for each of those. And I've found that I'm noticing how like this, my masculine side is super like dominant in an unhealthy way and doesn't give space for the feminine and the child part of me. And so really uh, kind of practicing to set boundaries in. And for me, boundary setting, I've discovered, does not work by like demanding, okay, like stay away, leave me alone, but it's rather expressing my needs. Okay, today I need some downtime. Today I need to find balance. I need to find balance between the feminine and the masculine and the child in me. Please, guidance, please, spirit, please help me to create more balance and harmony in my life. And then all the things that come along the way are opportunities, are tests to practice, pause, and discern. Is this in alignment with what I'm asking for or not? And and so then I've been in the forest and walking around and I think many of us who have carry trauma in our body are really disconnected from our bodies, and it's really hard to feel things, or we do feel and we don't know what to do with it. Like, oftentimes it's surprising like how many of the really strong intense feelings can be from someone else. They're not even our emotions. And then we get into but we take on this huge responsibility. So learning to kind of allow ourselves to claim our space, that it's okay for us to take space away from others people's problems and to focus on our life, which is unique to us and unique. We have a specific purpose and reason for being here. We don't necessarily know what it is. It probably unfolds on the way. And as my intuition is teaching me, it's like, go this way, go that way. And then, there are moments when you walk around and you're like, oh, this is not really taking me anywhere. But then if one could just slow down and just relax in that moment, to not be in a hurry to get something or achieve something, then all of a sudden what you've asked for kind of appears in front of you. And so also when I'm foraging, when I'm asking these amanita mushrooms to show up for me, playfully, it's like, oh, okay, I feel some energy on this side of me. Okay, I'm gonna go that way. And then there come all these fears of, oh, am I gonna get lost in the woods, or oh, is that a good way to go? And the mental side is usually scanning and looking around. So I was really practicing. Okay, I have my intention. I'm going there, and I'm just going to focus on what's near me and what's here. And then, surprisingly, you see things that you didn't see when you're out looking for it and trying to get it. So I'm really getting accumulating experience of how the guidance and spirits really do give me what I'm asking for. And that when I'm trying to do things from a mental space, it's much harder to get things and that I want. Or they're not even even the mushrooms, I had to be really specific. I don't want the soggy ones, the wormy ones. I want the good ones. And then they started showing up. So, and when I'd come somewhere, to make that discernment, okay, does this qualify as what I was asking for or not? So, yeah, learning to get back in touch and trusting vibes, intuition, and playing. It's okay if we don't always get exactly what we want. At some point it'll come, and sometimes we'll get more than what we've been asked for. And I'd stop in the forest and I'd approach a tree, because I've been feeling this oh, I want to connect more with trees, feel the energy. What is the tree saying to me? And then I'd go to the tree and I'd kind of in a needy kind of way. It's and at some point I just feel myself leaving the tree, and then I thought, oh, is it me kind of escaping and getting distracted, disassociating and just going back into my mental things and going away. And then I'd go back to the tree and I'd okay, thank you, I'm sorry, I just left. And then later on, while I was walking, I got this insight that, oh, the trees actually, they don't want to pity us. It's not to go to the tree, oh, please, comfort me. Though I'm sure they wouldn't abandon us if we did come there to sit at the against the tree and cry and have our process, but the trees don't want to feed our victimization either. That's a message that I got. I don't know, it might be different, totally different from someone else, but that's what the message I'm getting. So really to practice in different ways to let go of the story of victimization, and to approach life more playfully, more courageously, more boldly. And yeah. And I really want to repeat again that, we're all on our unique individual journey, and we have to receive our own life lessons. So what I'm sharing here is not intended in any way to be advice. Uh, I do I did come when I came out here. I was like, okay, I'm not going to make any videos like from a space of needing to receive validation, or from a space of needing to give advice to anyone. So I'm just using this now as a kind of like a journal, kind of like a way of just integrating and giving value to my experience and my story, and if it touches anyone, gives a spark of inspiration for your life, then great. And so yeah, that's the story of today. Thanks for being part of my journey, and catch you later. Yee.